Number of years ago here in Eden, North Carolina, a French photographer came in having been awarded a very large art grant by Aperture magazine, and the city of Eden sold him a historic schoolhouse and the land around it for $1,000. I'm pausing on purpose. We have a terrific poverty problem in this town, particularly in that part of town up near the Salvation Army in Spray. And this historic building, which the Eden Preservation Society and other groups that gather donations in order to say that history is important, they could tell you all about the historical significance of this schoolhouse. Personally, I thought it'd be a great place for after-school programs, music and art programs, having been a school teacher for so many years and seeing that kids have very little to do after school except go to youth group or go to a crack house. There's really little else for young people to do in Eden. Of course, they can be cheerleaders and athletes and end up with drug problems and alcoholism that way too. There's no future in any of it. But anyways, there were about 5 of us, college kids and old me, that helped paint this house, that helped gut this house, that fought hornets up under the eaves at this house while doing those things, all hoping that Eden might embrace creativity and connect it with history, and that this 4-room historical building would be something that the Rockingham County school system would partner with the city of Eden and the artist and various people, in the chamber and various benevolent organizations and in the lodges and so forth, to make this happen. Well, it sat empty ever since this man got all of us to work and help him turn it into a red blight on the hill in which nothing happens. There was a time when I was nominated unanimously, someone told me, to be on the board of the Fine Arts Festival Association of here in Rockingham County. It prides itself on being the oldest arts organization in North Carolina, and having been on that board and the other art boards in this county, such as the Rockingham County Arts Council, and the one that a number of us put together ourselves called Art in the Garden, which also died on the vine. Every time I look at this red building, I think of it as literally a testament to the failure of our school system, Eden city government, all of the various not-for-profit creative vampire organizations around town, an absolute and utter failure of all of the Kiwanis, Rotary, UDC, Eastern Star, and Freemasonic people in this county that seem to talk a good game about things that matter, and history mattering, and creativity and music mattering. But really, when it comes right down to it, all they want are free food and drinks, like it says on the poster here. And this red building continues to scream, don't move to Eden, North Carolina. It's all talk and lots of neglect. Your children will have a terrible time here unless they're part of the wealthy 5% that run the county, and then the world will be paved in gold for them until they wrap themselves, their drunken selves, around a tree and die, like so many of the children of the affluent in this county seem to do. If they make it to adulthood, they're not having a very easy time there anymore. Makes me sad. So we're going to walk down Washington Street, the main drag, the only place in Eden that, frankly, the town invests in any way, shape, or form. And you'll see that this is another old world relic with this fine stonework, very old masonry and brick buildings, with the ones that haven't been covered up with siding are lovely. This house here sits right in the middle of Washington Street with a great, almost druidic grove of trees behind it. Here you can see one of the arches, old world arch, boarded over. A lot of them are bricked over if you look at the old mill buildings here. The Central Hotel was once considered the tallest building in Rockingham County. It sat empty for the first 20 years that we lived here, but there are some apartments in it now. Back around the year 1999, Eden actually had a small town newspaper. It was called the Eden Daily News, and I got published in there periodically. I'd write op-eds and things. And I wrote one called Facelift, and it was about saving and where necessary, restoring these old stone and brick storefronts all around the Tri-City here. They're happy to paint them, as you can see, and it does look better. Look at that big flat panel on the left there that's covering up something. The top of the old Central Hotel has got some really ornate stonework on it, and I'm sure it goes several stories underground down beneath. And this section of town here is where all the drinking goes on. They have a social district, which someone felt it would be wise to let people who are already drinking too much do it outdoors and walk around on the streets with these drinks. There are little inserts in the sidewalk here and there that tell you this is as far as you can be publicly intoxicated in this town. $27288, and the most hellish part of it is called Uptown. Used to be called Old Leaksville, but our coastal elites came in and changed it up. You want to stay away from this town. Stay away from Rockingham County. I don't know. Reidsville's got some nice things. Madison's got a few nice things. Eden, no. Absolutely Luciferian, lazy, and drunk all the time.